What's up, everybody? Aquaballs is back. Hey, I'm doing some water change, guys. So, gonna hang out with you, talk a little bit, just get a live going. Somebody gonna be live on Friday night, you know. It's a nice long weekend. What's up, Jerome's Fish Keeping? How you doing? Justin, how's it going, Justin? Everybody doing great tonight? Get that hot coffee going. I'll be back. I'm gonna go get mine. Hey, keep an eye on this tank. See, there's a lot of activity in there, and I can't get the whole tank in the camera. Trust me, I tried. I still got the side right here, which is, see, it's a 6 foot, man. I can't get it all the way in, and the side all the way where the bike handle is. So I'm doing some water changes on some discus and Tanzanican tank. Just hang out, guys. Talk what's going on tonight. There's nothing going on here other than a bunch of fries hatching everywhere. I'm very happy. Friday night. Let's talk about fry. I got some Tanzanican fry I'm raising. I bought from a gentleman. I got some discus fry hatched out myself from raising. I got another couple Alto Lamprologus, Calvis, and compressor sub fries now. What else? I brought in some Julia Chromis from the 30-gallon in the house, about 20 of them, to raise them back in a 60-gallon. Separate them away from the mom and dad so they can have their room, you know, they can breed, so they can have some more fry in there. Yeah, in this tank there's a lot of male and female, nothing breeding other than the shrimp. There's lots and lots of shrimp breeding everywhere. I'll be right back, guys. what do you guys think about this 6-foot tank we have here in the man cave? You guys like it, right? You want me to get a close up? Thank you. This is the best I've ever even looked. So let me show you a close up. This tank has been doing really amazing things for me. So there's like the algae disappeared. First of all, there's no more hair algae whatsoever. Everywhere in between, it's all gone. So it's looking lush and green and growing amazing. You know some of these plants, right? Cobamba, water wisteria, bacopa. That's a laguidia. Here's that newest plant. Look what happened to it. Took off. Like, it's beautiful. They call this one the sawleaf laguidia, but look at the growth. It's so beautiful. Check it out from the top. I got all kinds of plants growing in there, guys. No joking. This is some serious stuff. And then you see the shrimp freeway down there? Check it out, guys. Check it out. Isn't that cool? So this plant right here, we're looking down at it. I paid on the, Jerome, on this plant, I paid literally, no joke, $17. This is some kind of a rare, it grows long, straight leaves. The leaves some turn dark red under the red light, but I have it under the green light. So I have some of the red, some of the leaves turning nice and dark right there. I'm talking about this plant right here, this long leaf looking, not the curly one, it's the straight one shooting up that way, and it's turning a little bit. So that's the plant, yes. So this planted tank, it has two sides of light, as you see. Oh, one's the green side, and then one's the red side. The red side, I'm doing some amazing things over here. It's a bright light on top. 120 watt Mars Grow LED light. It's very bright. What do you want me to grow up, buddy? Anthony's fishy friend. What would you like to get some, man? I didn't get that part. You said oh yeah, look, I have so much. They're overgrown, and I mean, like, the plants are doing so beautiful. Check out, that's the same plant right there. I got this one. I only put the stems, and the stems even flowered. Like, you know, they threw more. It's a stem plant, so there was like not even a leaf on those stem plants. Also here too, look. So there is a lot of growth. Oh, that one plant. Hey, I have only one piece of that extra, but this is a slow growing plant. This one, yes, this one. You know, I got that from the Nature Aquarium down in it was in Santa Monica. He moved to Culver City. That's the guy that sells ADA product. So this plant, I got it from him. And the zigzag one, I have plenty of it. It grows tall too. It's zigzag, you see it? I have a lot of that. That's easy to come by. But the other one is rare. The hairy one, which one? This? Or this? This one, that one I can cut out right there, and you can take it home. I got already a bunch of it behind me. This one I can do a nice stream, but I'm gonna wait a little longer. When they go higher, that's when I do, when they're like right there, almost to the top, about like 2 inches from the top, I cut them down short. So there's like no more hair algae. Everything is doing good. That's a water cranium. Look at the cranium. It looks so beautiful. That cranium's like a spider. It just keeps going. Fantastic. There's some African fern. And look at this plant, dwarf dwarf sedge. They're low cover, front cover plants. They're growing crazy. I got now some guppy grass in there too, man. Check it out. I can keep it under control. Just keep trimming it, taking out of here. But I put a couple branches and they're taking off. Guppy grass. There, that was pricey. You know guppy grass, Anthony? What's my favorite fish? Right here. Ah, he's hiding. He just went inside. Alto Lamprologus compressor. There you go, that's the one coming out. He's my favorite fish. That's an orange Alto Lamprologus compressor. He's in that long tube, and the female is in front of the one's in the white shell, the other one's in the brown. And I also added some cauropunks in here, 4 or 5 of them. There's red fin Alto Lamprologus compressor. That's a bio right there. This tank is my favorite tank in the whole house. Yeah, he's right there. This guy is really nice and he's big. So I removed the black Calvus out of here. Not to lie, this guy has attitude. I love this fish. Anthony, check this tank out. Jerome's fish keeping, it's called Alto Lamprologus compressor. And there's also Alto Lamprologus calvus. I have black, I have inkfin, I have white. And there's a zebra kind. There's a zebra, I have one of those too. No, the crab aquarium was here. Remember? On this wooden thingy, I replaced it with this tank. I gave it away to my friend. He's my partner, Dan. Gave it to him. Hey Anthony, are you going to be going to the fish club this Sunday? Why don't we meet up there if you're not busy? There's a black and white one somewhere. Oh, there you go. I found them right there. There's the black and white. And there's the red and white. Let me get them both in the same. That's all I got right now. They're live and they're thriving. The temperature is getting high a little bit. And I'm making this moss, Christmas moss backgrounds. You seeing them, right? It's looking nice. This is a 7.5 gallon. Yeah. Hey, well, if you're driving there, I would like to go with friends, you know. If you're driving, I'm gonna need my car here. If not, my wife is gonna take me to Costa Mesa. If you're driving, if you can pass by the morning and pick me up, I'll be loving it. But you know, you have to have the paper. You signed up for the fish club, right? Already. Also, check this guys out. Neolamprologus brevis. Yes, Jerome, I am gonna get more shrimp this winter. I'm gonna wait until the winter comes down, and I'm gonna get more fish. So the brevis is breeding. This is a pair right here. I have not seen any fry. I'm not worried about. And did you see that pleco? Wow, look at that gorgeous pleco, guys. It's blended in the wood. It's a long fin, calico. It's a long fin calico, bushy nose. You pick me up, man, I will love it. Hey, you signed up to the fish club, right? They won't let you in if you haven't signed up. I think you have to sign up to get in. Unless they have like they'll charge you over there, you know, membership fee at the desk, whatever. But I think you have to sign up, and it says you have to. If you have an email, send me an email. I'll send you the website where the membership fee is and all that. You know how to do it and everything if you want. So I got some of the altos here. They're growing much bigger, you see, right? So those are the babies on that orange Alto Lamprologus compressor. I have these fries. They're already half an inch. They take forever to grow. You can see the brevis right there, and then the baby altos right there. You can see them though. The other tank I have much smaller ones right here. Look. And then also those are the black ones. Look at this black Congos. I showed them last night. So you know which website it is, right? I don't know it by heart. I have the email, and I was just gonna forward it to you if you wanted it. I have the website where you can sign up and put your credit card and blah 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 and all that. And so that's the mom. I put it in a breeding box on the 30 gallon. You can see it. And there's a bunch of fry coming out of the tank already. If you focus the camera, let me see. No, bro, no Grammies. No Grammies at all. I did get them in the past, but I sold them out after I found out what I want to do with my fish room. I kind of want to do nothing but Tanzanians. I have Tanzanians right now. I have some oddballs, which is like Geophagus, red tapajo. I got some rainbow fish you saw in a 6-footer right here. Oh wow, what did we just do? My bad, guys, my bad. Whatever just happened. So yeah, the rainbows are in here, and pretty much I got a couple 2-3 leaf fish, mainly Tanzanians, some shell dwellers. I'm trying to get almost as much as shell dwellers I can get, possibly somebody can get. I'm gonna be the shell dwelling master. One of those days you're not gonna even find shell on Amazon. I'm gonna buy them all. Anyway, cheers on the coffee, guys. I'm just drinking some coffee, alright? Yeah, no, other than the Geophagus, they're my favorite fish too. One of my favorites. Red tapajos, they have a place in my heart. I love the flower horns also, but I'm done with them. Not gonna get them. Not gonna play with flower horns no more. Those are hybrid fish. I'm gonna stay on kind of a not hybridizing fish. So those Alto Lamprologus compresses sap, I might not even sell them because I think they're hybrid with the orange to the gold head. They're the same species, but the color is different. Could be cousins, you know. So that considered as a hybrid, I think, unless it's just a morph coloration different. So I'm gonna see what's gonna be of the babies. If it's gonna look like the dad or the mom, what's gonna happen. By the way, it's a long weekend. I can't wait till tomorrow. I'm gonna go tomorrow to the LFS when it opens up at 10 o'clock. I'm gonna see what he has, and then I'm gonna be buying more Tanzanians tomorrow. I have a lot of credit with the LFS, the local fish store. I did take 60 fried. I mean, they're not fried. They were fish for sale. I took it to the fish store, the LFS, and then he's gonna give me some credit tomorrow. I'm gonna go talk to him, see what we get. He might got some nice fish for me, some nice Tanzanians I've been looking for. Yes, if you think the flower horn interactive, no, I'm telling you something. I bred, if you look at my old videos, there is flower horns. I found better fish than the flower horn, my friend, that interacts with you like many other ones. In my fish room right now, what I can tell you, I have the discus. They come and play with me. You know, the discus, they're awesome. Discus are nice fish. The flower horn, they keep dying. They got disease. I bought the Thai silk flower horn. It only stayed like a couple months. It was a birthday gift for me from my wife, and it didn't stay. It kind of hurt me, you know. I kind of got like a phobia from it. I don't want the flower horns anymore. I'm not hating them, but I just don't want to deal with the flower horns anymore. What's up, Chewy? How's it going? Thanks for stopping by. Tetracanthus. Tetracanthus, I did get that last time. I did get it. They're aggressive. I bought a... Well, how many was there? 6 of them or something? I think that was the one. If I'm not mistaken, Chewy, I returned them, bro. I literally took them back to the fish store. They're too aggressive. And the fish store kind of told me they were all males. He couldn't sex them, so I didn't want them anymore. I replaced them with the Neolamprologus viviatus. Viviatus is the one got the stripe on the body. Also, in this tank right here, the small tank I have down underneath this big tank, you can see it, right? There's a one right there, and there's one right there. That one has yellow and orange shrimp trying to make the green jade, and that one has the Viviata fry that I bought it from a gentleman, and they're already growing so big. They're looking so great. Let me show you. This is a Neolamprologus Viviatus fry. You see them, right? Here's one. I mean, there are a bunch of them. This is a fry grow tank, just to grow them up this size, and we're replacing them anytime. I think it says you have to print something, man. I don't know. I'm gonna try to print. I have a printer here. I'm gonna print whatever they need me to print, but I'm just gonna join right now too. So you gotta come by here in the morning. I would love to go with you, bro. Thank you. Hey, hit me up on my phone if you can, so we keep in touch. You know what I want to get, Chewy? If you saw Corey's video, Corey, Aquarium Co-op. One of his videos, he went to Israel. He met those gentlemen that they were running that one. What is it called? That one fish place that if you search for Tanzanian, it comes up right away. It's in Israel, in somewhere. They have a website too. I just can't tell you out of my top of my head. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. So they had two different types of fish. One of them I want is the Neolamprologes. I think it's called Calyptris, something like that. And then there's another one. I can't tell you the name. It was showing on the video. It's a white and goldish looking, little blue on the lips. It's an amazing video. Corey just did that in the one. He said he ships directly to United States, so I'll be more than happy to put a shipment from there. I wanted to see if I can just put my hands on those fish, man. Yeah, I kind of have a species only. Like right now I have Candalis right there. You know, Candalis. The lights are off. Candalis by themselves. Underneath the Candalis, I got the Cauropunks by themselves. So I could kind of keep them species by themselves. That's the whole tank right there. It's what you call it? Neolamprologes multifasciatus. So there's 6 of them. I can't tell you the sex. I think there's 2 females and 4 boys. I'm gonna try to get tomorrow if he has any some more females. If he get any, my LFS usually gets it from a nice breeders in Florida, but because there's a hurricane and stuff going on, so I don't know if he's gonna get a shipment or not. Yes, so cool. The shipping, it says on their website $90, brother. It's coming from far away to California, you know. I used to be next door in Lebanon, Israel, Lebanon, literally next door, but we weren't allowed to go back and forth. I'm sure in Lebanon we have some fish farms, which I wasn't back then interested in keeping fish. I was not, you know, trying. I was a little boy growing up, pretty much. Yes, I have other Juliachromis species over here. I have this guy's. I have a bunch of them. Here's a 2. See what's going on in there. Can you see what I see? There's a big placo right there munching on some food. When did I get interested in fish keeping? When I quit my daily job and I didn't want to go nuts by myself, because Aquabol's got brains that no one understands. He only knows what's in his mind. So kinda I gotta keep that brain of mine busy. I'm hyperactive, so I try to calm down. Everything pisses me off. I take life too serious, guys. I'm sorry. So little things, small things make me like very jumpy, not happy. I won't be excited, you know, happy. So I got into the fish keeping. I had fish tanks long time ago. I've been keeping fish for a while, since I was a little kid, but not many like I have now. You know, I have like 23 right now in this room. I have a couple more Juliachromis right here. Let me see here. That's the Juliachromis transcuptis bimba. That's a Juliachromis delupia. Lalupia. The mom and the dad of the Lalupias are right here inside this tank. There you go. That's the mom right there, or the dad, one of them. So guys, I'm doing water change over here right now too. Little, you can see the black Calvis tank. I have it emptied out a little bit, like 15% or so. Look at that beautiful shell. My friend gave it to me the other day. Literally, man. He just came over and gave me that shell. So I set up this black Calvis, and pretty much that's my Calvis 60-gallon Calvis tank right there. You like those? Lamprologis Lalupi? No, man. Julidochromis Lalupi. There is one Calvis in here. Let me show you. That's my fright. Let me show you where he's at. Where is that? Where is that? Where is that? He's in here hiding somewhere. He's in here, man. I got him in here today. So I picked up a bunch of small fries also when I brought in. You can see, right? They shouldn't have come in here, but they did. And they're not gonna hurt. Nobody's gonna hurt anybody here. They're not fighting each other. One more. There's another Julidochromis in here. I can't name it. You gotta see the colors. It's like a dark blue, dark black. I can't tell you the name. This is my grow-out tank. This is where I sold the fish to the LFS, to the local fish store. I took some of these Lalupias in there. I took some of the Julidochromis, and then the Bouchardis. I had bigger size than this. So, some of the small ones I left them here, and the big ones, they all gone. They kind of all gone. This guy. Oops. See the shellies? They're, come on. Look how cool they are. Yep. Remember these guys from earlier? They're just guarding the egg sac, which is, I don't think it's gonna hatch, which I'll be surprised if it did. There's like about 35 different species of plants right now. I counted the other day. I might get a couple more. I might not. I don't know. It's kind of like I want to play with those mosses and the liverworts on that side. On that side right there, the red side. A lot of nice moss growing. On this side, I tried to grow moss before. It didn't work out so good. So I might try a little bit. You know, cut some. You can see the suction cups all over there. It doesn't look so appetizing, but hey, this is my grow-out tank. Just like you say, you know, like a profit tank. And I enjoy it too, you know, it doesn't bother me. Those little suction copies on this side, on that side, they don't bother me. It's just, I know that it's working, that's all that matters to me. You know, I'm propagating some moss on there. That's the only way I can do it for right now, other than put a piece of wood, and then that will take more space for my stem plants to grow. There's a nice plant right here growing really nice and red. This is a tank I've been working on for quite a while. It started growing hair algae. I didn't give up on that. The hair algae was a pain. But every day I removed some and I kept the aquarium flow. There's 2 filters on each side of the tank. They're pumps, kind of like a little sponges on them. They call them overflow or something. What is now? Overhead pump? Anyway, it doesn't hurt the shrimps, guys. I turn them on, both on each side. They're like, let me see, 13. It's a 5 watt each one. Power heads, they call them, power heads. So I keep turning them on, one on that side, one on that side. It makes like a little vortex. This is a 6 foot, so you can't have a staying still water. When you don't turn those on, it's gonna cause algae. It's gonna cause a dead zone in the tank. It's a 6 footer, remember? And I got the CO2 growing on one side. You know, it's pumping CO2 on one side, so you want that to be all circulated. But one thing I'm doing is I learned that whenever there's CO2 in the tank, you don't want that water movement going. So if you move the water when there is a CO2 going on, you'll be losing that CO2. It shows on the gauge. It shows me the gauge that is more blue. That means it's less acidic. It's more alkaline. And whenever I turn off the pump, you know, I did my experiments. I learned that way. So I listened to some YouTubers, and it's always, you learn from hands-on. You gotta put your hands into the tank. You gotta keep it clean. The sand, some particles come up from the bottom. Shrimp gets on it. They clean it up. They eat it. The big pieces stay. You can remove those. It doesn't bother me. I added some pine cones, so it makes it up in case some pieces come up. Those pine cones make it look natural, like a, you know, in the forest. There's pieces of leaves all over the floor and stuff. So, and there's a sponge filter in there, a big sponge filter. It's not gigantic one. It's good for 30 gallon, but I use that sponge filter. It kind of cleans up it filters the water, and it sends some oxygen in case of, you know, one time I did overdose the CO2 by mistake. I was taking the CO2 from one tank to another, which is very bad idea. To not do that. Do not do that. Never use CO2. Like what I'm using is an atomizer from one tank to another. For many reasons, you can have snails, bacteria from tank to tank, and all kinds of stuff can happen. Can go wrong. So I accidentally turned the CO2 on top, and then like an hour later I seen the fish were all on top trying to gasp for air, and right away I found out that was happening, and I turned off the CO2 immediately, and I turned the pumps on. 40 minutes later the CO2 levels were all down. So it does fluctuate, it goes up and down. At nighttime I'm turning it off. And I'm keeping it on only when I turn the lights on. So more CO2, it will be more algae issues. So the plants grow crazy. They're gonna require more stuff if you pump more CO2 in there. So it's growing good. It's doing great. There's so many different green stems here. There's like over 15 different stem plants I have, and they all look amazing next to each other. Everyone has a different leaf texture. They all grow nice and happy. It all depends on where it's at in the aquarium. If it's getting the right light, it's growing right. Like right here, this plant's not growing so nice in here. When I clip it, put it somewhere else, it's growing really beautiful. So coffee's almost done. Yeah, snail problem? No. One thing, there is no such thing as a snail problem. The snails don't eat my plants when they're healthy. The snails only eat the plants when they are dying. The snails clean up the plants, the dead tissue, which they're amazing. I like this One snail I don't like, they do get overhand, which is the pond snails, they call them. The trumpet horn snails, my Tanzanians, they're like buddies together. They get along. I have one Tanzanian tank full of snails. That's out of hand. But you know what they're doing? They're eating the extra food that goes down for the fries. That Caropangtara's tank is full of snails and baby fries. I'm doing a water change, usually normal time, and it's doing great. I mean, I haven't lost a fish in there. I'm just getting fish out. I put them in other tanks already. They're growing. I'm doing something right? They're buddies with the Tanzanians. The snails and the Tanzanians, they're friends. Like, you should see how they reenact each other. You should see how the Multifasciatus grab a snail out of his he's a snail. He puts it in his mouth like a trumpet, and he carries it out. There's videos on YouTube how they're doing that. Look up videos on Neolamprologus multifasciatus. Which tank? The multifasciatus tank? Oh, the Caropunks. Hold on, let me show you. Yes. This acrylic tank is not gonna be filled up. No acrylic no more. I'm just gonna keep it there. This guy's here gonna be going in the tank inside. New fish coming tomorrow here. This is all nice and ready to go. And I'll put sand in there later and design that one. I'm gonna do a water change in a minute here. Here's some fry for you with the discus. Hey, the glass is a little algaed up from the light, so I haven't turned the lights off on this forever, and I'm not gonna put my hand in there to clean that algae off. And here's the other tank I was talking about. I would like to put a light on there and show you how much fry is in here. Your mind is gonna stop. And there's a lot of snails. The snails everywhere. You see, those are the trumpet horns. That's the daddy, and that's the mama in front of the cave. And then you can see the fry everywhere, right? They're already getting bigger. Some bigger. This is like F2. Those are like the F3s down there. I already got the F1s out. So the older they're getting, the better the quality and the quantity of the fry is becoming. The F1s were like 5-6 of them. The F2s, there's like 10 of them. The F3s, there are like 20-25 of them. But maybe 30, maybe more. They're all over the tank. So this is the one. This is called Neolamprologus Caropangtaras. It has a red fin with the yellow on the back of the tail. That's a male. The female doesn't have the yellow. You can't see it. There's no light on this tank. I'm not gonna spook them out. So this is very simple tank. Simple. Overhead pump with a sponge on there so the fry don't get sucked in. There's a small sponge filter with bubbles. That's really helping. I'm realizing that they need the bubbles. And there's a pile of rock there, and sand, and pile of rock. But that's a tunnel with a PVC, and that's where the mom goes inside, and it's like a U shape. They call them punks, Caropunks. Have you seen the fin cast? There's a guy does this fin casters, And here's the multifasciatus, also getting algaed up. I haven't turned the lights off for a couple nights here. I'm just gonna keep them algaed up a little bit because these guys like to eat algae. And so when the fry come out, it'll be algae on the shells and they'll glaze on that. So the Tanzanians do eat algae. They're like omnivores. This is the Neolamprologus multifasciatus. I believe this is a female right there. That one is a female, and maybe this one's a female, and then maybe another one right there. She's always hanging out in those rocks right there. This is a 55 gallon, by the way. It's a 4 foot. Almost 10 o'clock. Hey, check this out. You're still here. I'm gonna show you this, guys. Those are Tanzanians. Very expensive, very rare fish. They call them, I don't know the name by heart. I can't just pronounce it. They're very hard. They're scent sifters. Tanzanian scent sifters. So they don't come by very easy. And when they come by, I still like literally buy bunches as much as I can. If I see those guys tomorrow, I'm buying all of them maybe. And then I might get them friends. You know, this is a big tank. There's a lot of room on top to swim. These are sand sifters, very, very peaceful fish. Okay, so they're, like I said, Tanzanians are mainly omnivores. They're not all carnivores. So there's some carnivores do eat fish and crustacean. So you gotta see what you gotta feed. I try to feed them everything I can. Like Hikari stuff, Hikari sinking, Cichlid XL. I feed Spirulina. I feed tetracolor granules. So yeah, that Tanzanian sand sifters are hard to find, and then the local fish store had them. So we'll see what we get in tomorrow from the local fish store. So I might go back live tomorrow to show what I got. Yeah, and you were asking about a snail problem. Check this out. Wow, I just realized, look. Here's the snail problem. Look at all these snails on top. This is snails. The snails, the snails, the snails, the snails, the snails, the snails, the snails. Snails, the snails, the snails. Where's the puffers? Where's the puffers? This tank's full of snails. Look at the snails everywhere. I don't mind them. They're cleaning the glass. I don't mind them. I don't have to put my fingers in the tank. They're eating the algae. They don't eat the plants. But that's a snail problem, guys. Like literally a lot of snails in there. Look at all these floaty thingies are snails. I can just show you. Watch. My hands, let me see. Nah, I don't want to put my hand in this tank. This is my fry growing tank, man. I'm not joking. I can scoop this whole thing out. It'll be full of snails in my hand. They're just on top eating that dead green stuff that hanging on top. See, they only eat dying plants. They don't eat anything living. So if your plant's dying, they will eat it. I'm really excited about this fries right here. This is the black Calvis, black Congo. Finally we got black Congo fries. Very hard to breed. You know, there's many ways of setting up tanks. I tried different ways, so some worked, some didn't work. I kind of like, my favorite way is this right here. This tank is not bad. This is not a bad tank at all. Fantastic, it's working. This is a high tech. I got CO2 tank pumping CO2 in there and all of it, you know. This tank here is Tanzanican. It's gotta have hard water. That's why I have the crushed coral and rocks. They like that. But this is my favorite, which is aquascape. You know, this is art. This is a piece of something that you can sit down and look at it for hours and you won't get tired of it. I mean, Jerome, they don't kill plants. Not to lie to you, I mean, look, let me show you, bud. There are so much snails. They're everywhere. This is the grow out tank. There's the snails. Look here. I mean, there's some holes in my what you call it, but this leaf is very old. It's about to die. That's why they're eating it. But there's a lot of new leaves coming from the bottom. They only eat the dead leaves. They go down here and they eat the dead leaves of the plants. They leave the nice leaves alone. If there's algae on the leaves, they eat it, which they clean up the bottom of your tank. They are very beneficial. This is kind of like an ecosystem. You gotta know how to run it. You have to balance it. You have to know what fish to put. There's some algae eaters in there, so it's all good. I'm propagating some moss right here. Some of this nice moss. Right here, I got it from what was that called? Aquatic Arts. Aquatic Arts. I bought that from them. I got a $25 gift card from Alexander Williamson. That's your secret history living in your aquarium. The secret history living in your aquarium. Check out this Amano just showed up. Amano shrimp. There you go. Nice and fat Amano. Yeah, this is one thing I wanted to show. Watch. Check this out. So this is HC, guys. HC didn't grow in the other tank, but it grows in the 6-footer. I have HC growing inside my aquarium, but inside a shell. This is a shell with the aquascape soil, not dirt. So I can literally put my hand in there and like grab this piece out and move it anywhere I want. It's HC. It's growing very nice. The shrimp's liking it. And I made this circular chicken wire thingy looking with this suction things. I got a lot of Christmas moss on there. I just took that big shell, just set it right there. I grew it outside, immersed, and then I submerged it. That one you can just take it and put it anywhere. This piece right here, you can put it in any aquascape. It will look really nice. It's a big nice scallop shell. Also, here's one of my favorite plants. And check this moss. Whatever moss you want to call it, moss. Look at the plants, guys, no joke. The stem is doing great. Everything, all of it, looking fantastic. Very fantastic. This is the other side, so you can see more plants in here. So there's like two types of Apodygon. There's a water cranium, all kinds of stuff. There's a corkscrew valve, more snails, lots of shrimp, as you see everywhere. Man, I'm really liking this one plant right here. This is the newest one I got. And that's the newest one, the dark green Bacopa. But this one is really nice. It grows really fantastic in this tank. I'm gonna just chop it soon and put it next to it. No, I'm not Jamaican, buddy. I'm Armenian. I'm from Lebanon. I speak Arabic. I speak Armenian, some English, broken English. Everybody speaks broken English in California. Everybody in California is from somewhere else. Anyway, so let's keep this one short, 1 hour almost. Battery gonna die, Jerome. I love hanging out with you guys. I enjoyed the live video. I did a little bit this morning and I deleted that one. I'm hoping to keep this one alive. And here's my 6-footer. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me go all the way 360. This is a mini Christmas moss I'm growing on that big chicken wire thingy. I got some stainless steel mesh also. You are from Jamaica. Hey, I love to visit Jamaica one day. I love to visit Jamaica. My Rastafarian brothers. Good night, bro. We'll see you soon, Anthony. Later.